So, namaste and welcome to our sixth class, and well done for being here. As we know this is not easy. So, today we're going to spend quite a long time at the beginning practice with a little bit of mindfulness practice, and then we're going to go on to more dynamic practice with sun salutations and various yang forms. So, without further ado, just come down to lie on your mat. So, starting with the same routine that we did last week, just to start to bring your awareness more fully into the body. So as you inhale, open your mouth slightly and begin to move your jawbone from left to right. And as you do this, feel the tension inside your mouth and release. And then the opposite, close and tighten your jaw. And soften. Purse the lips together, squeezing them together. And release. Press your tongue down and back as far as you can in the mouth and feel the tension that creates from the tongue. And then relax the tongue. Tighten the cheeks, drawing them in. And release. Blow the cheeks out. Stretching the skin across the cheeks. And release. And with your eyes still closed, begin to roll your eyes around in circles in one direction. Very slowly circling the eyeballs around. And then change, circling them round the other way. And then relaxing the eyes. Now the forehead and the eyebrows, stretch your eyebrows up as high as you can towards the crown of the head, visualizing the crown of the head. And then stretch them down towards the tip of your nose, visualizing the tip of your nose. And then repeat that a few times, stretching your eyebrows up as high as you can towards the crown of the head, down as far as you can towards the tip of the nose. Feel how the forehead and the eyebrows both move. And release. And as you did the other time, just feel the enjoyment of that rebound effect of each tense and release. Now furrow the brow, frown. And then wait until you need to exhale and then smooth away all the tension in the forehead and between the eyebrows as you exhale. Now we've done all these muscle groups separately. Do them all together. So inhale and stretch your entire body all at once. Take your arms over your head on the floor, pointing to the wall behind you, and your feet and toes together, stretching. And then gently release back to your resting position with the arms to the side. Make any small mindful movements if you haven't already, so you feel aligned again. And then begin to observe where the body comes in contact with the floor and where there is space. Start with your toes and move upwards, noticing which areas are in contact with the floor, for example the back of the heels, and which areas there's a space, for example the back of the ankles. Just work your own way up, noticing where there is a curve, the space, and where the body is in contact with the floor. Take as long as you need to do that, with as much awareness as you can manage. And then more awareness. Notice how the ground accepts your body here, how gravity works so that you don't have to. The sense of being cradled by gravity, that it lifts you up as well as draws you down. And then briefly sweeping your awareness through your body, from the toes to the head, this time noticing areas that are obviously tight or areas of looseness. Just scanning through the body. Just noticing, just inquiring, just being curious. And now shifting your awareness to sensations of the breath. Now your awareness is on the sensations of the rising and the falling and the expanding and the contracting with the in-breath and the out-breath. The rising and expanding of the in-breath, the falling and contracting of the out-breath. You're just noticing the sensations of the breath. And then noticing your thoughts, taking a slow, deep inhalation. And this time controlling a bit more a long, complete exhalation. And then as you begin to breathe in and out normally, just starting to notice what thoughts are going through your mind. What are you thinking about? And now you've noticed them, now you've been drawing your attention to them deliberately, you're going to try not to get caught up with them. Just begin to notice them, those thoughts as they travel across your mind, letting them go as they pass across your mind. Watch them come. Watch them go as you continue to breathe deeply. Noticing your thoughts traveling across your mind, through your awareness and out the other side, coming and going. And you may wish to use this time at the beginning of your practice to create an intention for your practice today. And seal that intention. After you've verbalized it to yourself, seal that intention deep within you. And now slowly bring your awareness back to the gentle cycling of the breath. And now we're going to just continue in this position that we've got very comfortable in with a few mindfulness a few more mindful exercises. Very simple physical movements, but with an emphasis on doing them mindfully. So from this position, gently bring the legs together and the arms to the side. Slowly, mindfully, with the palms facing down. And on the next in-breath, lift the arms gently and allow them to slowly travel in an arc upwards until the fingertips are reaching towards the ceiling. Notice the sensations breathing here as the arms moved through the air, and then allowing the arm to descend on your next inhalation to rest on the floor outstretched above your head. Pointing your toes away. And then changing the stretch of the feet so you're pressing the heels away. And then letting go here and sinking into the floor. And on the next out breath, allowing your arms to slowly travel back through that arc, aware of the moment-to-moment sensations, very slowly. Take more breaths if you need to, without anticipating the return of your arms to the floor. And then lying still for a moment, noticing the rebound, noticing how the body feels after having completed one very mindful stretch. Then again, once again, breathing in, allowing the arms to travel through that arc overhead, feeling the slight effort that's involved in moving against gravity, and how gravity starts to assist you once the arms begin to descend and come to rest on the floor overhead. And then slowly coming back the other way. Take as many breaths as you need to slowly feel that arc coming back, and how gravity works with you and against you, very gently in that position. Something maybe we're not normally aware of because we're doing things so quickly. Be aware of the body and the breath sensations while lying in the resting pose again. And then just repeating the arm raises again in your own time, allowing, keeping a freshness of experience as your arms travel in an arc overhead. Not doing it mechanically, keeping that freshness of experience, acknowledging thoughts and motions that might arise, just letting them go as you focus on the very simple bodily sensations and the sensations of gravity aiding you and working against you. So you're entering into the experience of the body as deeply as you can. You're letting go of any judging. You're not performing. This is not about the body moving in some ideal way for some imagined audience. Rather, as in all of our practice, it's about connecting more closely to and better understanding your body and how it responds on any particular day to whatever yoga we might be doing. The last time. And then when you've finished, bring one knee and then the other knee onto the chest. And bring the hand behind your right thigh, very familiar warm up. And as you inhale, straighten the right leg to the ceiling. And if you feel you need to, just straighten and bend the leg a few times. Mine's feeling a bit tight today, so that helps. And then when it's the right time, just allow the leg to stay up in the air. Bring the sole of the left foot onto the ground. And caterpillar the left foot along the floor if you want to. Straightening the left leg if your body wants to. So whatever position you need for the left leg to ensure that you still feel the stretch in the back of the right leg. And then leaving the leg where it is, gently release the hands. Place the left arm on the ground to your left, or on your hand on your left hip, anything which grounds you. Hand on the inside of the right thigh and gently ease the right leg across to the right bit by bit. Remember, the right elbow can be on the ground, on the floor, with the right hand cradling the right leg. And then gently bring the right leg back to the center and bend the knee to the chest and hug the knee into the chest as you straighten your left leg onto the ground. And twisting from here, take the right arm out level with the shoulder, left hand on the outside of your right knee, and gently ease the knee across to the left. Right foot can rest on the left leg. That will be a gentler twist for most of you. And gently back to the center. Hands behind the right thigh again. Straighten the right leg to the ceiling. Bend the left leg if you need to with the sole of the foot on the floor. And climb the hands up the back of the right leg. And gently hang from your right leg. If it's comfortable, you melt your middle back and your upper back and your shoulders and your head to the ground. Otherwise, you keep the head and the upper back of your shoulders off. If the left leg is straight, keep it active, keep it involved. And gently leave the leg where it is, but release the hands, lower the head. And then gently bend the right knee. Straighten the left leg if it's not already, and hug the right knee into the chest, holding. And on the next exhale, lifting from the back of the head. Bring the nose towards the knee. Hug the knee in. And release. And bring the left knee into the chest. Bring the hands behind your left thigh and straighten the left leg to the ceiling. Just again, see how it feels. Would it be nice or needed to straighten and bend the leg a few times to encourage the hamstring muscles at the back of the left thigh to begin to stretch out a bit more. But when you're ready, holding the position, and when you're ready, bring the sole of the right foot onto the ground, caterpillar the right foot away, if you want to, a little bit off fully. You accommodate with the right leg to a position where the left leg is straight enough for you to feel the stretch in the back of the thigh. If you allow that knee to bend, you'll notice you don't feel anything there in the back of the left thigh, and that's where the focus is. Right arm out to the side, or right hand on the right side of the pelvis, left hand on the inside of the left leg. Now here, because we're stretching the inner thigh, upper groin, it doesn't matter whether this left leg is straight or bent. It will probably come a bit further if it's bent, but which gives you the best stretch? On the inner thigh, the upper groin, again, left elbow, left hand can receive the left leg. And then gently back to the center, bend the knee into the chest, hug the knee in, straighten the right leg while you do that. And then left arm out level with the shoulder, right hand ease the knee into a spinal twist across to the other side. Remember, you can have the left foot resting on the knee or just above the knee. And then gently back to the center. And hands behind the left thigh again, straighten the left leg to the ceiling again. Accommodate with the right leg if you need to. Climb the hands up the back of the left leg and allow the gravity to draw you back. Hang from the left leg. Melt the lower back at least into the ground, maybe the middle back, maybe the upper back, maybe the shoulders, maybe the head. And then release the leg, lower the head to the ground if it's not already there. And then gently bend the knee into the chest, draw the knee in tightly, lifting from the back of the head, draw the nose towards the knee. Straighten the right leg away. And gently release. And finishing with a symmetrical pose. Bring the soles of the feet together. Allow the knees to fall out to the side. Heels can be close to the buttocks or further away, whichever position feels the best for you. And then gently clasp the elbows over the head. And stretch the arms up over the head. Slowly bring the knees back together. Draw the knees into the chest. Keep the arms over the head. Lift the arms just off the ground and straighten the legs out in front of you. Heels on the ground or just above. And as you exhale, circle the hands back around and lift the head and draw the knees towards the face. And inhale again, going long. And exhale, coming up. Inhale, going long. Exhale, drawing back. Inhale, going long. Exhale back. Inhale. If you keep both the legs and the upper back, shoulders and head off the ground, it becomes stronger. If you let the head go to the ground as you straighten out, it is gentler. 5 more. Lower back glued to the ground. Use your breath to support you. 2 more. Last one. Hold. And knees to chest, head to ground. And then find your way to a standing position in your own way. So again, gently mobilizing the joints, so the arms to the side and the right foot behind you. And then very gently begin to roll your right foot around, getting into the toes if you can, hands on the hips, that's easier, and then round the other way. And then shake the leg out. And then the left foot behind, weight down into your right leg, and then begin to circle the left foot around, whatever direction is good for you first, and then round the other way. So you gently stretch the toes as well if that's comfortable, and then shake the leg out. And then the wrists, back a little bit, so just an easy stance. And the hands in front of you. And then link the hands together, noticing which thumb is in front, and then begin to circle the hands around. Allow that movement to come up into the shoulders and maybe the ribs as well. Take it round in circles. And then round the other way. And noticing how going round the other way is not quite so easy. And release. Looking where the thumb is, then changing so the other thumb is in front. And again, circle the hands around in the way direction which is most natural. And then the other way. And then shake the wrists out. And again, our normal beginning, same as we did last week, finding a nice comfortable Wuchi straddle stance. Feet can be slightly out, or if you prefer, feet wide out. Brace the thighs out and take the arms out in front. Close the eyes and imagine you're holding a ball of light, a ball of energy between the hands. And then when you have that, begin to gently move the ball around. So your focus is on the hands, but notice the feet are also grounded. Palms of the feet, awareness. Soles of the feet, palms of the hands. And then left hand on top of the ball and gently come across to your left. Turn right hand on top, gently across to the right. Turn left hand across to the left. Side to side. And back to the center. Right hand, left wrist and fend. Turn the hands up. Big circling around, bend the knees. Left hand, right wrist, fend to the other side round. Fend to your left, up. Fend to your right, up. Fend to the left, up. Fend to the right, up. One more time each side. Left and right and back to the center. Golden seed, inhale. Cross the wrists, turn the feet out, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, fold down. Clockwise, right wrist spirals up and down. Anti-clockwise, left wrist spirals up and down. Cup the hands, bend the knees, draw up the center. Turn at the chest and up. Exhale to drinking bird. Bend the knees, inhale. Rocking horse, exhale. Elephant, cup the hands, draw up the center. At chest level, descend the G back. Inhale, cross the wrists, exhale. Inhale, exhale down. Spiral right. And exhale, spiral left. And exhale. Cup hands, draw up the center line. Press the hands away to the ceiling. Exhale, drinking bird. Bend the knees, inhale. Rocking horse. Exhale again, elephant pose. Tuck the hands up to the center. And descend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale right. Exhale. Inhale left. Exhale. Inhale up the center. Exhale, bird. Bend the knees, inhale. Rocking horse. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last round, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, stretch the legs. Inhale, left spiral, right spiral, sorry. Exhale down. Inhale, left spiral. Exhale. Inhale, draw center. Exhale, drinking bird. Draw the head down a bit further. Bend the knees a bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale, stretch down a bit deeper. Inhale. And exhale. One hand chest, other hand belly. So from here, we're going to do sun salutations. So find your position in your room where it's, you've got enough space as you reach the arms out, enough space obviously to go backwards and forwards. Can't quite fit myself into the whole video here, so my hands might disappear above my head from time to time, but you know where they're going. You've done this many times before. So keep the first round as loose as you can. And the next exhale, bring the palms of the hands together. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Bend the knees and gently roll down to the ground. Let the head go. Let the spine stretch. Hands either side, the feet, right leg back. And the right knee to the ground. Sink down through the hips. Extend from the lower spine, the middle spine, the upper spine, and the head. Feel the action. At the same time, come into your front leg. Hands flat and back to plank. Looking forward, stretching the heels back. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Bottom in the air for a moment. Then flatten the front body and wriggle up to cobra. And then back to child's pose. Keep the hands where they are. Press the hands forward as you lengthen the back. Allow the chest to release on the head. Then onto the knees, toes tucked under. And up to downward dog. Bend the knees and right foot forward, left knee down again. Settle down into the position, lengthen from the lower spine all the way up. Action comes into your right leg. Exhale, left leg forward, fold, head down to knee. Bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, lower the arms down. Other side, inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale, left leg back. Left knee down. Retain the breath. Right leg back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale through to cobra. And exhale, back to down. Extended child's pose. And then through, and a wave-like movement lifts you up and then lower the heels down. And left foot forward, right knee down, looking up. Exhale, right leg forward, fold. Inhale, arms over the head. And exhale down. Inhale, on one, exhale. On two, inhale. On three, exhale, swallow, dive down. Four, inhale, right leg back. Retain the breath, left leg back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale to cobra. And exhale to dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left knee down. Exhale, left leg forward, fold. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Inhale, left leg back, left knee down. Retain the breath, right leg back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale to cobra. And exhale to dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down. Exhale, right leg forward, fold. Inhale up. And exhale down. Right side, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale right. Retain the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale right. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to finish. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale left. Retain the breath right. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale left. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last two rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale right. Retain the breath, left leg. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale left. Retain the breath right. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale left. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Separate the feet for a moment. Take a few resting breaths before we do a few variations. And from here, legs together. Don't do 2 rounds and then do another round if you want to. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms come up over the head. Legs together, exhale to chair. Inhale. Exhale, rolling over the thighs, coming down, straighten the legs as you draw the head down. Inhale, right leg back, high lunge. Right hand down on the ground, left arm spirals up into twisting dragon, and then spirals down. Inhale, left leg back to plank. 3 times down and up, so you can just come down a couple of centimeters and back, or a bit further and back, but 3 times or all the way down and back, but 3 times. When you finish, just bring the knees to the floor to rest if you need to, and then down, knees, chest, chin, or all the way down again. And then inhale to cobra, or tops of the feet on the ground, and upward facing dog. And back to downward facing dog. Onto the tiptoes, and inhale, float the right leg up to the ceiling, and then bend the knee, lift the right knee, bring the right heel towards the left buttock and look out under your right arm. And then square the hips, bending the knee, bring the knee through to the chest, bring the weight back over the arms again, strong. Inhale, dragon, raise its tail again. And then bend the knee forward again, lift as high as you can, step the right foot through into a lunge. Warrior, coming up, rotating around on your back foot until the heel comes to the ground. The front leg can straighten a little bit. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head, and then exhale to warrior, drawing back with the left arm. Turn the palms to face up. Inhale, reverse warrior or sun warrior, and then right elbow on the right knee, extended angle pose. Inhale again to sun warrior, and then windmill the arms around, turn all the toes to face forward, and step forward with the left leg, head to knee. Bend the knees, inhale to chair. Exhale, roll down again, the other side. Inhale, left leg back, high lunge, left hand on the floor, right arm spirals, and down. Inhale, right leg back, side plank, right knee to the floor if you need to, roll across, and left arm straightens up to the ceiling. And then down, turning the other way, and right arm comes up, and down. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or all the way down. Inhale to cobra, or upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Onto the tiptoes, this time the left leg. Inhale, floats up. Dragon, raises its tail. Bend the knee and look out under your left arm. Left knee lifts, left heel to right buttock. Square the hips, bring the knee through. Strong over the arms, and then swing the leg back again. Through again, lift the knee high and step through. Warrior coming up. Inhale, arms come up over the head. And then exhale, drawing back. Inhale, sun warrior. Exhale, gentle elbow on the knee, extended angle pose. Inhale again, sun warrior. And then windmilling the hands around, turn all the toes to face forward and step forward, head to knee. Bend the knees, inhale, coming up. And exhale, coming down. And then if you want to, just repeat 2 rounds. You can just do 2 normal rounds like you did before we did the variations, or you can do it with the variations, or any of those that you remember, or any slight changes to it. And we'll just wait for you to do that. Or if that's enough, just come down to lie on your back. in Shavasana, which is where we're all going to end up. So coming to lie down on your back. And taking time to feel that evenness, or sense an evenness, or imagine an evenness of energy, warmth moving through the whole of the body. And then from here, when you're ready, and if you choose to do it, you may choose, as always, to just stay in this position. Otherwise, coming into your inversion of choice, either shoulder stand or just having the legs up or the legs up the wall. It's a 3-minute sequence. And just having the legs up the wall is for most people, a restorative pose. Doesn't make particular demands on the body. Just get a very gentle return of the blood from the feet, just reversing the flow. So the blood doesn't have to work so hard to get back to the heart. But if you are in the first classic posture that we've done, which is shoulder stand, just finding that a sense of comfort and ease within the demands of the pose. Seeking out all the ways that you find that sense of ease, either through controlling and calming the breath, trying to relax any muscles which are not involved in keeping you upright, or maybe softening the ones that are a little, anything that can obviously not undo the stability of the pose, but not holding yourself there by any kind of rigid tension. Whichever posture you're in, making sure that the face is relaxed. You're not tensing the face or grimacing or frowning. And if you're in shoulder stand, moving on if you want to plow, lowering the legs down over the head one at a time or both together. If your feet have touched the floor, gently extend your heels away as if you were trying to stand on the floor. It's impossible. That's where your intention is moving. So the back of the knees are gently stretching up towards the ceiling. And then slowly coming back to shoulder stand again, if that's the sequence that you're in. And then slowly rolling down and coming to the resting pose for a moment. So not hurrying to counter pose initially, so you can feel the effects that the posture has had. And within the exploration, you might find that a conscious counter pose, such as fish, is maybe not necessary. Maybe you can find in this position an openness in the throat again, and in the chest, and in the other areas which you feel are a little bit compressed as a result of Justine. A nice halfway house between just staying in the resting position or fish is to come to pentacle pose, where you stretch the legs a bit wider, open up the whole of the front body. And then slowly bringing first one knee and then the other knee to the chest, and then with as little effort as possible, come up to a sitting position, seated forward bend. So rolling up the mat behind you. And the legs in a nice comfortable position, maybe slightly apart, maybe together, wherever you feel you get the nicest stretch to the back of the thighs. Taking the chest forward towards your toes, towards your feet, to bring that stretch. Approaching it in a yin fashion. So not coming to your full range of flexibility initially, just finding the first resistance and then holding there. There's no reason why you shouldn't hold your toes. If your hands come that far, you can hook your index finger and thumb around your big toe. That action can help to move the chest forward, keeping the arms relaxed. Probably you might lose some of the stretch in the back if you do that. About 1 more minute. Can you take the chest a bit further forward? Can you find a new resistance that's a little bit deeper into the position? And next, the last 2 or 3 exhales, can you release even further? And then gently coming upright again. Bring the hands behind you, fingers pointing away. Lift the chest and gently, if it's comfortable, taking the head back as well. And then unfold the back of the mat. And come down to resting pose again. And then bring one knee and then the other knee to the chest. And to a sitting position. And then to lie on your front. Make a pillow with the hands, forehead resting on the top hand. Four versions of Cobra. Each one you're going to hold for 5 breaths, if that's comfortable, or 3 breaths if that's not. And you don't need to do every variation. Obviously, do as many as your back feels it needs today. So the first version is the one we know best, with the hands under the shoulders. Remember, the important thing to remember is the elbows, your wings are in, and your shoulders stretch back towards your toes, your heels, so that the back of your neck is long and there's no hunch in the shoulders. When you start to come up, start to move from the lower back first, keeping the ribs as soft as you can until you come to your ultimate height, and then hold for 5 breaths, or 3. When you're finished, coming down, making that pillow again with the hands. For the next position, you have the hands behind you, holding your elbows, if you can reach them, or just below the elbows, if not. So now we only have the strength of our back to lift us up. When we come up, we lift the arms off the back. As we lift the head off the ground, hold for your number of breaths. Keep trying to lift the elbows up towards the ceiling. You also get a very nice shoulder stretch. Of course, when you've done your number of breaths, 5 is the maximum. Coming down again, resting the back. Next variation, the hands are in prayer position behind you. So either you can have with the thumbs, so with the fingers pointing up towards the nape of the neck, or if that's a bit uncomfortable, then having the fingers pointing down towards your feet. You don't have to bring the palms together. They might not come together. Mine don't. And then gently lifting up. This time, just taking the elbows back. You probably won't be able to lift your hands off your back. Your 5 breaths, or your 3. Coming down, of course, when you're ready. And a final variation, if your back is feeling particularly strong today, then hold even more than 5 breaths, of course, if you want, but don't strain too much. So Cobra is more about strengthening your back than about bending your back. There are better yoga postures that bend the back, but this is a great strengthener. So clasp the hands behind the back, lift the hands off, and lift them as high as you can. You might find, in my case, this is going to be my highest version of Cobra, if it's in terms of how far the chest is off the ground. So you're holding for 5 breaths, or as many breaths as is comfortable, maybe more than 5 this time. It's the last back bend before you come down. When you're ready, you bring the hands under the shoulders, very slowly paying maximum attention to your back as you stretch it out and you come back to charge pose. Make fist and stack the forehead on the top fist. Option 1, we'll do that one. And if that's comfortable, and your buttocks are down on the heels, then you can rest on one hand above the other. And the third option, the classic option, hands either side of the feet, palms facing up, forehead on the ground. And then twisting is our last posture for today. So from a kneeling position, come to sit on your heels and drop the buttocks to the right. And take the left foot over the right. See how straight you are. If you feel that you're being pulled across to the right and you can't keep a straight position, then straighten your right leg underneath you. For most people, that will allow you to keep that kind of vertical plane, which is important if you're going to do the classic twist. So wrap the right hand around the knee, draw the knee in, left arm behind you, and left hand on the floor, and sit tall. Then gently turn to look over your left shoulder. So you don't have, unlike the lying down twists, you don't have gravity to assist you here. You only have the levers, the lever of your right hand, which draws the knee across to the right, and with it, the pelvis. And the left arm, the left shoulder, which moves left and moves the spine in relation to the pelvis. So you need those levers if you've chosen to intensify the twist. Close the eyes, relax the face. And then gently round to the center. And then if you're doing it with the legs straight, then just changing to the left leg straight. If you're doing it without the legs straight, you come back to sitting. This time you sit to your left and bring the right foot over. Again, use your left hand here to hug your knee in, the right arm behind you. Sit tall and turn to look over your right shoulder. This time your right arm is levering the spine, the vertebral column in one direction, and the left hand on the knee is moving the pelvis in the other direction. And that's always the counter positioning that creates this, any twist, any spinal twist. And gently back. Straightening both legs out in front of you. And then place the soles of the feet on the floor, knees up and hug the knees in. And then finishing with boat, bring the hands under the thighs and lift the feet off the ground. That's position number one. Arms can be out or arms can stay under the thighs. Straighten the legs a little bit if that's comfortable. This is all about hip flexors that connect lower body to upper body. Again, arms can be out or even the legs straight out in front. And keep lifting through the spine. 5 breaths, whichever position you've chosen. A little bit of shaking's not bad. When you finish, slowly lowering the feet down, hugging the knees in. Making any other movements you feel you need to. And then finding your way down to the relaxation pose, Shavasana. And as in previous weeks, I'll leave you here. The bell will sound after 5 minutes. You might choose to come up to a seated position for meditation for 5 minutes or longer, or you might just choose to stay in this position or any other position. Now that you've come here, you've made the effort very hard and the space to come and do this class. You might find it's easier now at the end of it to stay here for longer if there's no distractions anywhere else in the house. Again, apologies that this lesson was a little bit late. But thank you. Namaste.